Imagine sleeping next to your fiance and waking up the next morning to find out that you're trapped in the body of a 12-year-old. That was exactly what happened to Kelechi in this movie titled The First Lady. So this movie is currently showing on Omoni Oboli TV, and every cent from this movie goes to Alexx Ekubo's family. The movie was released in 2015. So as a show of love to the Ekubo family, Omoni Oboli is just released the movie, so every cent can go to his family. So the movie is about Kelechi. Now he came in from the UK. He's preparing to get married, all those serious marriage stuff. Yeah, him and his fiance, they're thinking of going to meet their families. So only for him to wake up the next morning to find himself trapped in the body of a 12-year-old. So he was trying to communicate with his fiance that the fiance woke up, she was shouting, she was hysterical, like every normal person would be, because where is my fiance? Why am I waking up the next morning to find a child on my bed? Who does that? So she called the security and he ran away because he cannot afford to go to the prison. Who will bail him? Nobody knows him as that 12-year-old. So the 12-year-old was played by our one and only legend, Aki. No other. Aki. Anyways, when he left the hotel, he ran away from the hotel. He had no place to go. He had no money. He had nothing on him. So he had to enter the street. So he was trying to run from the cops. He ran into someone called Mitchell. Now she's a prostitute and she was also trying to run from the cops. So the two of them now, they had to form an alliance. She's trying to leave that ward, the streets, so she could make a life for herself, make a living for herself, think of some other things to make a living. But she had someone that she was owing. I would say more like maybe a handler or a pimp. Yes, I think a pimp. So the person now would not let her leave, but she was trying to see how she could escape because there are so many risks involved. Apart from the cops, there's disease, there's also them being used for ritual. So all those things, that's what they were trying to, she was trying to run away from, but her handler would not let her. Now her handler, Obama, played by our very own Nollywood legend Alexx Ekubo. The part that got me was the part where he was like that he will make sure nothing happens to her. He would, before she dies, he will die. He will go 6 feet under and he will be protecting her. Oh my god, that part made me cry. Like this movie is going to have you through an emotional roller coaster. You'd be laughing hysterically one moment and then the next moment you're sobbing. That is how the movie is actually. If you've not seen it, go check it out on Omoni Oboli's TV, currently showing on YouTube. Thank you. May he rest in peace. He will be greatly missed.